We back. Yeah. Do all Jubilee employees think the same? Now, if you are a fan of our channel, you would know we watch a lot of Jubilee videos.
Yep.
From every fucking thing. From everything. Everything. So yeah, do all Jubilee employees think the same? I wonder what they're talking about. I'm assuming it would be the topics.
Probably different topics.
That they bring up all the time, right? Maybe. Probably. Don't know. Let's see. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Everybody good on the visuals?
Yes.
Not to bring it up again, but pedophiles, like, do they deserve empathy? Like, people who are serial killers.
Across the board, Hitler, he's on there.
Yeah. Like, I can empathize with Hitler, but I don't think
you don't have to go that far.
Before we go any further,
The fuck was that?
30 seconds to explain the backstory. Since 2010, we've made videos to create a movement for common good, humanizing ex-felons, police officers, teen moms, sworn enemies around the world. Just about the only people we didn't humanize was us. As we grew bigger, it seemed like some people thought we're some kind of faceless, soulless corporation. So a couple weeks ago, we wondered what would happen if we actually put ourselves in front of the camera instead of behind it. What you're about to see is 6 of us who had no clue what they would be asked. So you guys maybe get to know us just a little bit deeper. Enjoy.
Oh, cool.
Alright, so I'll pause. For do. That's a little bit of backstory. But we watch all these videos. They be asking, like, do all black people think the same? Do all men think the same? Do all women think the same?
Do all gay people think the same?
They have lines like strongly agree, disagree. I think it's probably a middle ground, then strongly agree, disagree. You'll see when this shit finish popping up.
Mm-hmm.
And we paused in between the questions because some of them say some wild shit like he just said.
Yeah.
Like he empathizes with Hitler. And we talk about it and stuff like that. But I don't know where the fuck they going because that just kind of lost me.
It's probably going to be random questions from like previous.
What he just said, that was a
ones.
clip from a previous video? Or is that
No, that's from this one.
No, it's from this one, but I'm guessing they probably use questions that they
Probably
asked in previous videos, probably.
Okay, I need to know.
Started at 3, 2, 1. Agree.
Strongly. I kind of feel she's going with the group.
I mean, we work in media. Here's the thing. I know there's not like money that's stashed away that like has my name on it. There's not enough of it. And, you know, we all work crazy hours and, you know, put ourselves through all kinds of mental stress to make the content that we do. And we're all making, you know, like middle class money off of it.
You actually pay us like more than a lot of people I know.
Yeah.
It's for a media company, you know what I'm saying?
Middle class
We
money.
pay more than most big media companies, actually,
Yeah.
which is surprising.
the interns are planning a revolt because we're being underpaid.
Damn.
That's all I have to say.
When I was working in like for like film and media when I was in college, I never got paid for my internships.
Not a dime.
Yeah.
Like 0.
That's true.
I actually had to spend my own
couldn't
money.
believe that we paid our interns.
I know.
Yeah.
And I think it's a good thing.
Jason.
Underpaid? Would you rather be underpaid or overrated? I'm underpaid like a motherfucker.
Yeah,
Until I start making $1 million a year, I don't give a fuck. Or a month.
I feel him on that because like it's the same thing with like with me with like film since like I graduated and I got like experience and stuff, and I learned that rather quickly like doing because like most of these places, the industry places, they wanted me to have experience like working for their company, but I had X amount experience working like throughout just as a PA or other shit, and like they just like, oh well, we want you this, but like they want you to basically work for free, and it's like I have a life too, kind of ordeal. So like, yeah, I feel him on that. Like,
It's my mother who lives in the Hamptons to
spare me some change. Yeah. So I definitely feel him on, like, you know, even if you have like a good job, like that job might pay you a lot more than like some other jobs do.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same notion, you probably not getting quite the pay that you deserve for like whatever art or whatever thing that you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
I always feel underpaid.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is what it is. Starting in 3, 2, 1.
With my boss. 3, 2,
I have to pass on that one.
We all got drunk with Jim. Oh, John.
It depends.
Today we all got drunk with Jim.
If I'm drunk, I'm making a fool out of
Like,
myself.
if I'm carrying you out of the bar.
Yeah, when I think of drunk, I think of like worst John possible.
Like, I actually wanna like have a great time with everyone in our company, but I also know that if I got super wasted and everyone was carrying me out, that I would feel really embarrassed too.
Yeah.
I'm not 21 yet, so I just don't know these.
You're not
things.
21.
How old are you, Phil?
There you are.
We're gonna.
Y'all getting drunk with your boss?
I went drinking with my boss before,
Been there, done.
but I didn't get like.
I didn't get
I
sloppy
didn't get,
drunk.
like,
I
sloppy
got
drunk.
drunk.
Yeah,
Or if
but
I got tipsy, I guess. I don't know. I don't know the difference between.
Yeah,
sober
I
and drunk
guess
and shit.
it also depends like your relationship with your boss.
Mhm.
Because like
That's what it
I
is.
had some cool bosses and stuff. So like, you know,
But we had a company picnic
joking
and
and
they
stuff.
bought a lot of fucking beer.
Yeah, you had a company pick and we just had a company out, and like my boss was like literally like we went bar hopping with my boss, like basically like he paid for like our drinks and shit. We paid for our own food and stuff, but he was like giving us shots and shit. Yeah, he's trying to get us really fucked up. This was like at my old job.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
trap.
All right, cool. Start again in 3, 2, 1.
Gonna invite Jason right after this, right?
Our company is diverse enough. 3, 2, 1, go.
Can never be diverse enough.
I think in terms of thought, we're not there yet, and that's sprung from a larger conversation that we had recently of like, we need to check our biases. We all kind of lean a little bit more left, and so in terms of like thoughts and opinions on things, I think we can be more diverse.
And we need a Trump voter,
should be the
like
other
you guys
side,
were
though.
saying. Could probably use a Trump voter.
I can vote for Trump if you need a Trump.
He like, look, I'm an intern.
Actually,
I just
think
want to
there
be
are
here for a
some
long
folks
time.
that lean slightly conservative in our company, but I don't think that we do necessarily a good enough job to protect that space for them, actually. And we need some more deliberately conservative people.
Pause. Well, we both work at, all three of us work at pretty big companies. You
Yeah.
are the diverse.
I'm
at yours.
the diverse person. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's a lot. There's a lot of diverse people in my company.
Yeah, there's a
too.
lot of people diverse in my company. Half the motherfuckers, I don't even know what the fuck they be saying. Speaking of whole
Believe it or not,
and shit.
oh, okay, well, in my area, there aren't a lot of, there are a lot of minorities, but there aren't a lot of Caucasian people.
Right?
Really?
That's surprising.
That's surprising.
Yeah.
There's like 4 blacks at my job,
Yeah.
including me.
Do
Probably 3.
at your job when you normally see the black people,
At least
do
my
you,
company.
do you guys acknowledge each other?
Oh yeah, first day.
Is it given?
Yeah, first day I started, like first week I started work there. Hey, just come do your job, go home. Don't fuck with these people.
I think the first week when I started my new job, like it was just like weird because like I was seeing some more minorities in different spots, especially like black people, and I was like, hey, I see one. I was like, they seen me immediately, and it's like. Yeah, it was like one of those. It was like, it's like, all right. I was like, we in here, and it's like a non. It don't need to be verbal. It's like a non-verbal agreement. Like, hey, I see you. You see me. We can.
You're black. We cool.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep it moving.
It's like, all right, we in here a little bit.
Oh shit. Start again at 3, 2, 1.
I have been frustrated with our CEO.
He's right there.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
I think he bullshit. Damn.
Frustrated with himself? I'm an intern.
I just think you're like a really cool dude, to be honest. And I love having conversations with you, and I appreciate you spending the time to, cater to my stupidity sometimes. So.
What's the dumbest question he's ever asked?
During one of our interviews, David was like, I don't understand why you guys have leadership meetings, and I feel like I should be part of those leadership meetings. And it was like an interview for his internship. And you were like,
Damn.
wow, like I totally admire this, like.
I was just curious. I wanted to know.
Yeah, Jason's the kind of guy who, like, you bring him a hot fudge sundae, and then he's gonna be like, oh wait, where's the cherry? It's like, we're not just gonna do a video about a couple. Like, we're gonna do a video where, like, they reveal really personal information, and they cry, and they're really photogenic, and they're ethnically diverse. And they're photogenic. And it's under 6 minutes long.
Damn.
Growing up, I would like come home with A's, and my dad would be like nothing, just no, like, but if you get a B, you're like, oh, something is going wrong, and I'm like, man, what kind of dad do I want to be? Like, what kind of boss do I want to be? And that's not the kind of boss I want to be. And the reason I'm standing here is because I feel sometimes frustrated with myself, because I'm like, I know that our expectations for you guys are really, really high. And I think that one thing I don't do well enough is like just say, hey, you did like a great job. Like, hey, I see the effort, you're doing a fantastic job. I'm kind of like, yeah, you should be doing a good job, which I don't think is like, it's not good. Let me try to do that better. So it's something I'm still trying to grow into a little bit.
This is so cringe.
I know. Jason sounds sweaty. I didn't realize every question won't look at me and be like.
You guys like your CEO?
I don't even know.
Yeah, me either.
Well,
Unless they do some, what's that, undercover boss shit?
yeah.
You know what? I think my CEO for my company has done it, I believe. Because, yeah, I think so at some point, but it was never at our location.
So. Dude, if you ever get picked, you homeless, you don't have a way to work, all that shit.
All that shit.
Stretch that shit out.
Yeah.
And cry.
And cry in front of
Think about I love you 3000, nigga. And cry. And stretch that shit out.
buddy.
Sleep in the parking lot.
Right.
Sleep in the parking lot of a McDonald's. You wait for them to throw the old McDonald buns away.
Right.
Every night.
Started getting 3-2, boy. Here we go.
Oh, this is the question,
I
probably.
disagree with that.
She's still in the middle.
This is a really tough one for me. John, something we always talk about are like, not to bring it up again, but pedophiles. Like, do they deserve empathy? Like, people who are serial killers. Like, to stand here and sit here and listen to a pedophile explain why he became one, I feel like that's almost a gateway of saying it's acceptable what you did.
Like, empathy is not forgiveness, it's not approval, but it is an openness to try and understand why they do what they do.
I'm gonna move.
And I just think that's essential to like solving problems. I think just being open to understanding every human that has ever existed is just like essential to being like creating progress.
I think all of us are actually capable of like tremendous evil or tremendous good. But I do think that by us like acknowledging the evil that's within us or even like our selfishness, it allows us to be more honest with, hey, but I want to fight for good.
For me, that's almost like, yes, we do give them empathy, but it's not like they deserve empathy because we need to understand them. But
yeah, but I guess I would say it's a human right. Like, it's a fundamental human right to receive empathy.
I can dig that.
Across the board, Hitler, he's on there.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I just think it's fundamental.
yeah, I think I can empathize. Sure, I can empathize with Hitler, but I don't think
You don't
he
have to go
deserves.
that
I
far.
don't. No, I don't think he deserves empathy. I feel like there's a difference there, right? For me, at least.
Some people don't.
Don't deserve. Yeah, because
You
we
throw
were
Hitler names out there. You don't do that.
we were
It's
talking
like
about
fucking Charles Manson.
earlier.
You don't deserve empathy.
Yeah, earlier we were talking about what's his name? That's getting
Dylan Roof.
Yeah, we were talking about him earlier on the podcast, and it's like a great example that, like, you know, this person didn't have empathy for other people.
Yes.
So,
motherfucker, we felt anything.
Yeah, like I get, like, we need to have, like, that's why I like what he said about, like, understanding, like, it's like something as small as like a human right to, like, basically take the time to understand another person, but the same notion, like, if this person is not,
it's a two-way street,
remorseful, and none of that, like, why should you bother to have, he was abused as a child, blah blah blah, this is why he killed all these people and stuff like that. It's like,
got abused as a child and probably went through the same shit, but didn't go shoot up a fucking church.
Right, so. Exactly. So, like, it's just, I don't know. It's like different rules, different strokes for different folks for, like, depending on the, I guess, outcome or whatever.
Everybody don't deserve empathy.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck all that. Some niggas deserve to die.
Hitler, huh?
Starting at 3-2, boy.
3, 2, 1, go.
There are so many people in the world who think so differently from each other, and my job is to make sure that those voices are represented. Oh, I'm gonna get all emotional. I want to make more of an impact. I don't think I'm very good at my job. Sorry, I don't need to cry. I need to be better. I need to try harder. I need to do a lot more because it's like there's so much we could do. There's so many people who aren't being heard, and like we're here and we can resurrect that. And sorry, I'm not making any sense.
Good job. You care so much, and that's why I believe you're doing a good job. I don't know if anyone comes, myself included, into the role that we have ready to do what we're gonna do. But what makes us special and what makes us special is that you are, like, battling so hard and you feel like you're not improving, but, like, I see your growth. And it's mainly because you care so much about doing a good job. And, like, that's gonna totally pay off. So I think so.
Thank you.
We are making an impact. I don't think we're curing cancer, but our audience is constantly engaging with us, even when it's like on the negative side, even when we're getting hate. That's just at least like stimulating, and it's real.
I mean, you guys know our vision is that we want to create a movement of change makers for human good. And I think in a lot of ways, the success of Jubilee will not be visible for another like decade or 2 decades. But I really believe that in like 20 years from now, there could be someone or a group of people who are like, I did what I did. I cured cancer because like a long time ago, I saw this video or was part of like this movement that really instilled in me this idea of empathy and courage.
I don't know. I mean, I don't necessarily go into this thinking that we're going to change the world, but I do go into it thinking that we're contributing a lot of good.
Right now, we're like in a state of a world that I think we're so divided that even like having a simple dialogue conversation in some small way is like changing the world. So yeah, like when I talk about our vision, that's like a 100-year or like a 30-year vision. And what does that look like right now? It literally is like, let me just agree or listen to someone that I completely disagree with. But let me be clear, like our goal is actually still to get to the moon. But right now we're like trying to figure out how to put this bolt on this screw.
There's that cherry I was talking about.
Yeah. Yeah. Why not? Why not us, right? Like, why shouldn't we be the ones that create this great movement? And I don't know. I believe in you guys so much, and like I believe in what we've built so much that I believe we can be the ones to do it. And I think that people see that, and hopefully they see that, and hopefully they'll resonate with that.
Thank you, Jason.
Yeah, of course. I got you.
You guys think you're making an impact anywhere?
No.
No?
Not in my job. Well, they were saying in perspective of where their workplace is.
Yeah, I'm assuming, yeah.
Right?
Or in general.
Yeah,
that's I don't know, because like most of the questions are territorial, like their job, like them as a company.
Well, so. I think they make an impact though. They doing a lot of shit different. Like how she was getting emotional trying to explain what she was like, what she does. And I just really just read that she the casting director or producer, whatever the fuck the case is.
Yeah.
And like they do a lot of fucking videos, like from like they were saying at the beginning, like from like ex-cons to fucking police officers. Even with the, I think they want us to watch like the Israels and against the Pakistans and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like shit like that. Like that's some hard shit to like
even do.
Like just probably cast and find motherfuckers who are like willing to openly just come talk about like whatever religion, because I think we did want to do all Christians think the same.
Yeah.
They probably got some more like do all Muslims or some shit think the same. Like whatever the fuck the case is, like that ain't no easy fucking task to fucking do. Especially get all these people together and shit just to openly talk and conversate.
What I kind of like, I kind of dig about this channel and stuff in general is that like even if like he was saying the change is not gonna be there instantly. Like it'll take time, and like you never know, like the smallest thing you do, like even with us and stuff, like you know people enjoy our videos, start laughing and stuff like that. Like you never know what kind of impact that might have on somebody. Like just from us making somebody laugh, they probably had a shitty week.
Yeah, some
and they
I
were
think
about to
said something today.
Yeah,
they like our channel, and I think they said when they get enough subscribers or some shit like that, they want to like invite us on or some shit like that. I can't think of exactly what he said in the comments. But
you
so,
like
I guess inspiring people.
Yeah, the smallest thing that you do, like you might not think it's something like world changing or whatever, but like even if it does something small by like help out one individual person, you know, it's like a butterfly effect. That one individual person could do something to further something else, which inspire another person. It's like a whole a whole web chain or whatever. Like you never know.
Yeah, true. Oh, yeah, that was a nice video. I think we got another Jubilee video that's a little better. But we actually got another one because they want us to watch the Israel.
I think we had like
Pakistan.
Yeah, I think we probably had.
We'll see. We'll get to that later.